I'm the kind of person who heard last year's graduation speeches and immediately started thinking of ideas I could use if given the opportunity to speak at commencement. Quite frankly, I had a lot of ideas. I thought about doing a speech on how numbers don't define us, doing one on all the things we've survived, like D-Hall during dissection week, or even doing a simple speech on self-reflection. But after everything that's happened, I thought it would be best to just be optimistic. After all, this year did not pan out how it was supposed to. We all had high hopes for senior year, whether it was planning our graduation parties, going shopping for a prom dress in the spring, looking forward to saying goodbye to our teachers and friends on the last day of school, or even voting for the first time in person. However, sometimes things don't work out the way we plan. Obstacles get in the way, and I understand that's a basic phrase, but it couldn't be more true. I mean, seriously, if someone told me I'd be quarantined in my house for 2 months while hundreds of thousands of people got sick, I would have been shocked. Or if someone told me healthcare workers would be overwhelmed with coronavirus patients and be put in the situation where they have to choose who gets a ventilator, I would have been terrified. When I was younger, I was psyched to be graduating this year, 2020, just because it sounded so cool. Even as we all stayed up on New Year's Day last year, we had high expectations and joked to how we had visions for the year and our success. Thinking about this now, it seems like our lives irreversibly fell apart. I understand the gravity of this situation and the impact this disease has had on millions, but I promised you a speech on optimism, so I'm here to talk about the positives. One day, we will look back on our camera rolls and try to remember this time. We will see pictures with our family. We will see how our past selves became creative during this time and tried a new hobby. We will see the things we did to keep busy and remember how fearful we felt. This pandemic has caused us to live our lives differently, and it has changed us forever. We will no longer take advantage of the time we have with people, as this situation has shown us just how valuable those memories and bonds are. We will start living our lives in the moment, instead of becoming preoccupied with the future. We will appreciate what we have in our lives, because we now know how easily all of that can be taken away. I know we all wanted to get that last month of our senior year so we could look back fondly on our amazing 4 years together. We didn't want to start growing apart so early without getting to say goodbye. But I don't think we've grown apart. Rather, I think we've grown closer. I think we've bonded over figuring out how to use Zoom and FaceTiming our teachers and classmates while wearing pajamas. I think we've laughed together and cried together while trying to figure out everything that's happening. These moments right now speak to who we are. They define the class of 2020. Our class has been through a lot, but as we continue on to the next stage of our lives, we'll remember the moments that brought us there, even if the moments were not spent at Sylvania Northview High School. We'll remember the people who believed in us, but instead of focusing on what they said or did, we will recall how they made us feel. The confidence that Northview has helped us develop will take us so far, and the lessons we learned on Silka Drive will not leave us. Our class is resilient. We don't back down from challenges like this. Instead, we look towards the future and make the most of what we have. Our class is caring. We post on social media, honoring our seniors in the colleges they're going to, while posting fun spirit weeks for students to engage in at home. And most importantly, our class is unforgettable. This is because of how multifaceted and committed we are, but also the fact that we're seniors during a pandemic. I know everyone here has left an impact on Northview in their own way, and I'm honored to be a part of everything this class has accomplished. So, although this was not the graduation I dreamed of, it's more about the people we're sharing these moments with rather than the way these events are done. As I reminisce on my 4 years as a Wildcat, I'm still excited to say I have successful visions for the class of 2020. Our journey does not end here, and I'm excited to see how everyone in this room impacts our world.